Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Well,
we're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Revelio. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. he found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. Hello, Hamora. Revelio.
If I thought I could...
Revelio. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Revelio. Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! Hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
I've had enough of Belcroft. Don't like it. See it again.
Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Harlow says her friend's been wrecked, He wants them alive.
We arrogant enough to come in here alone?
Just keep an eye out.
Hey!
I hope Rookwood knows what he's doing.
Revelio.
I've robbed every traveling vendor that's passed through.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. You'll be thrilled to have this back.
Oh, you're wasting your time with her, my friend.
I don't trust Randolph. I'll tell you that.
Patricius Totalis.
Let's finish this job and be done.
Revelio.
I read Roberts more times than I can count.
Girl's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
Patricius Totalis. Revelio.
Everyone in Upper Hogwarts shouts when they see me come, and rightfully so.
Hey! Oi, oi, oi!
Yes, there've been mistakes, but I can't complain. If I'm to think on it, we've seen far worse in our years.
What?
I've had enough of Belcroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're daft enough to try to come through here. How come I always draw the short straw?
How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood's work for him?
Patricius Totalis.
Has your brain been infested with bundimans? A maneuver like that could have got us killed.
I'm able to Hogsmeade later, stir up some trouble. They need to be reminded that we are still running things.
Revelio.
Hey!
Nuisance when supplies run low, though.
Students these days, so full of themselves. Suppose that's what we're counting on, isn't it?
Quiet as a mouse round here.
Revelio.
It's exhausting. Standing here all day. Rookwood's work for him. He can fight his own battles.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
They don't seem to care for me in Hogsmeade. Can't say I blame them for all I've done there.
Oi, oi!
Revelio.
My mother used to always say, a clear head makes way for a clear path.
Accio. Leviosa.
Your head's never seen a clear...
Revelio.
Call out for me all you want. I shall be off spending...
I hope Rookwood knows what he's doing. I raided Brockborough more times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves.
Anyone looking for troubles found it in me.
Everyone in Upper Hogsfield...
Is that you, Royland?
Magic, I presume.
Accio.
Expulsor! Might want to look up.
Confringo.
Expulsor! Expulsor! Flash of it.
Revelio.
What's that?
Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. I swear there's something. Confringo. Expulsor. Accio.
Expulsor!
Stupid.
This has become personal. What are your thoughts on electricity?
Confringo. Accio. Places. No one to share him. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken. You ought to be more cautious. That spell can do quite a lot of damage. I've seen it many times.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay. Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage.
Excuse me, sir. Are you all right?
Just barely. But I don't want to trouble a student with my woes.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I'm not so sure. Name's Crispin Dunn, by the way. I trade in the surrounding hamlets. Do the most business in Arranshire. A lovely little hamlet. Just stunning gardens. Just the other day, the Daily Prophet ran an article on its scenic hedgerows. Actually, before I go on, I should ask, are you afraid of spiders?
Spiders don't bother me at all. You'd be impressed by how many I've dispatched lately.
Lucky you. The hamlet's overrun with the vile things, and they're acting abnormally aggressively. I'm concerned about my customers, of course, but it appears that most of the hamlet's residents fled to safety. It's my friend Mary I worry about. I haven't heard from her, and I fear she's trapped in her cottage.
Understandable, but why don't you check on her yourself?
I would, but I have a crippling fear of the eight-legged beasts, which I, unlike you, seem incapable of conquering. I don't know what to do. Can you think of anyone who can help Mary?
Why are there so many spiders in Arranshire all of a sudden?
I honestly don't know. I've never seen so many spiders in all of my life. It's almost as if someone's breeding them. They've trapped the entire hamlet in webs. I was lucky to escape it all. Mary always has a way with these beasts. It's very concerning not to hear from her.
Why is it you can't conquer your fear of spiders?
When I was a small child, I was being tormented and chased by a group of local bullies and slid into the hollow of a tree to hide. Within moments, spiders were crawling over every inch of my body. Seemed I'd stumbled on a nest. I couldn't move, paralysed by fear of the spiders and an equally profound fear of the wizards I knew were just outside the tree. I was there for what seemed hours. I can feel their legs on me now just talking about it. Ugh.
Why didn't you ask the ministry for help?
I did. Reached out to anyone who would listen. Tried Minister Spout old Spavin himself. But evidently they have their hands full with who knows what else. It seems this little hamlet has to fend for itself.
I'll try my very best, Mr. Dunn.
Please do. If you can think of anyone that may be brave enough to help, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. They'll find Arranshire southeast of Hogsmeade, just below the train station.
Revelio!
Lawley's none too pleased. Seems he's been burgled. And I never heard the rules of war.
This must be Arranshire. I'd best keep an eye out for spiders.
Confringo! Potato! Sleep
Accio. Defender. Soon. Surely that's the last of them. Oh no, this must be Mary. Poor woman. Confringo! If Mary was bringing these things in the cellar, that means there are more underground. I'll need to destroy every last spider in that cellar if this is to end. Revelio. Confringo! Revelio! If this is where Mary bred the spiders, they're not here now. Revelio. A ladder. Not sure I want to know where this leads. This isn't a good sign. These spiders have gone somewhere. I'd best be ready for whatever I may find down there. Revelio! Exact. I need to find and destroy all of these before the situation gets even worse. Confringo!
From the Ashwinders. We have
Confringo.
To discuss the next steps.
Defender. This is definitely going to anger your parents. Confringo. Defender. Revelio. Confringo. I hate to think that they see me, but I don't see them. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Endo. Confringo. Glacius. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Oh, can't let you hold on to more than you already have. Confringo. Stupefy. Confringo. Accio. Endo. Stupefy. Confringo. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. That's the last of the spider sacks. I suppose I know what happened to Mary Portman now. She was breeding the spiders. Confringo. Defender. I hope that's the last spider. Confringo! Defender! Accio! Potato! Stupefy! Confringo! Glacius! Accio! Confringo! Defender! Accio! Glacius! Revelio! Revelio. Revelio. Oh, wait. That was the next one. She's angry. My life up. Potato! Here, defend us. Revelio.
Say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Mr. Dunn, I have some news.
Thank Merlin. About my sweet friend Mary.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Dunn. She was an innocent victim.
Poor Mary. Fighting for the Hamlet to the bitter end, no doubt. A noble sacrifice. She truly was a remarkable woman. Remarkable. She didn't deserve this. Few do.
I am sorry about your friend. But you'll be relieved to know that I cleared out the spiders. It's safe to return now.
You? You cleared out the spiders? I can't believe it, but I'm certainly relieved.
I imagine the first order of business will be to help the Hamlet rebuild. I suppose I have nothing to fear from dead spiders.
That's the spirit. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you again for all you've done. I shall keep you apprised of the Hamlet's rebuilding.
Glad I could be of help, and I look forward to visiting your shop the next time I'm in Arranshire.
To dearly departed Mary.
I'm sure you had your reasons, but breaking into Alfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest idea.